Good morning, chosen students, chosen team members, and chosen destiny helpers. I have called this team meeting to inform you that Susan is no longer a member of this team. Now, this decision was based on some of her current behavior of insulting me in my comments, being combative with myself and other team members, and frankly, she's just been a disruption to this team altogether. Susan held a leadership position on this team, but she has now been deranked and reclassified to civilian griefer. Now on this team, we have a spiritual Navy SEALs mindset, and I have a lot of high expectations for all the team members. This is a public social media team of influencers who share the same vision and carry the same message to the viewers. We are all learning, growing, and working together as a team, and we're increasing in numbers daily, recruiting more to the kingdom. This is the mission statement, or the why of why I do what I do, the purpose of my channel, the reason for the team. Now, I'm going to let y'all see Susan's response to me privately and publicly addressing her misconduct.
If you want to be holy, rock on, but if you're going to be judgy, get gone. Step back, baby, around here we leave the judging to Jesus.
Her response is once again belligerent and combative. I also received an anonymous tip yesterday that Susan has been drinking alcohol. Drinking alcohol is another violation of our team standards, but I did not investigate this allegation any further because the reason for the dismissal on this team is the rude, insulting, and combative comments. Now, moving forward as a team, I would like us all to reset and collect our thoughts into what we can do to avoid this type of scenario in the future. I'm going to now play a clip by fellow team lead Simon Sinek.
Anybody who's ever been in a leadership position is guilty of forming a narrative about someone as an underperformer. Oh, they screw up everything. And then what ends up happening is all we do is think about them and treat them as an underperformer, and all we do is notice the things that they get wrong. And then when we give them feedback sessions, it's usually us correcting minor things over and over and over again to the point where we completely destroy their confidence. And what I recommend, and by the way, we're all guilty of this, and I think it's essential for leadership teams to check each other, that when somebody goes down a path of creating a narrative that someone is an underperformer as if it's a character flaw, that we interrupt that and say, is that true? What have they gotten right? What are they good at? And if you catch people doing things right versus always catching them doing things wrong, that positive reinforcement is so much more powerful than catching them doing things wrong.
Brilliant words spoken from a brilliant man, a leader training leaders, catching things people do right instead of nitpicking everything somebody does wrong. My role as shepherd or supervisor is merely to advise the rest of the team. And when things get out of sorts, there might be the occasional pull you to the side and address some wrongdoing. But most of the time, what I do as team shepherd or supervisor is give an instruction and then back off and let y'all do life. I'm not here to think for anybody. I want you to think for yourselves. And I'm not going to be the type of person that's always criticizing you or, being combative, insulting, calling you out on everything that I see that I don't like about you. I'm here to put focus on what I do like, your strengths. Because as long as you're trying and, get along with the rest of the team, a team player, and abiding by our standards and, God's moral law, there's no issues here. We're all growing as a team and fulfilling the vision and carrying out the message. All right, chosen students, chosen team members, and chosen destiny helpers. This concludes another team meeting, and I'll see y'all later, folks. Y'all have a blessed day.